Evelyn to Philip, female, dated January 12, 1945. Dearest hubby, the first thing, early this morning, the phone rang. Can you imagine how Goldie felt when, upon picking up the receiver, she heard Uncle Nish exclaim, "Sid is back in the States at a port of embarkation and will be home within a week." Gosh, it makes me chill all the way through. He was overseas 31 months, and I wonder how long we shall have to wait for that happy day. I wouldn't want it as Sid has taken it, so it may be a long time. The Browns are so excited they can't contain themselves, and I don't blame them one bit. I feel just as happy as they do about the whole thing. I had started a letter to Milt last night and did not get the chance to finish, so I finished off with the good news this morning. I am writing this before going into work, as I doubt whether I'll have the opportunity to write this evening, as I want to pack and give myself some attention in preparation for my trip to New York tomorrow. I'm glad that Sid didn't decide to come this very weekend, for then I would have had to postpone my trip. I want to go with the gang to see him. By the way, honey, Sylvia tells me that 2 of her father's bonds, which were supposed to reach him through the mails, went lost. Both your November and December bonds are overdue. They were never quite so late before, except at the beginning, and I'm inclined to believe they are lost, for I've heard several cases within the last few days. I think it would be easier for you to check, since you must have some receipt for your payment, but if you would like me to write, kindly advise. I hope that your mail to me hasn't gone lost too, but it could well be the cause for such a lengthy delay. I guess you remember about how many times you wrote during December, so let me know, for I have only received about 10 letters with December dating. Perhaps the mail will have something to offer today. Adele's supposed cold has completely disappeared, so it looks very much like I am going to New York, honey. I can't get too excited about it somehow, though it is going to be a big change, and that's what I need most. I shall try to write at least once from New York, and if I do not get the opportunity, I trust you will understand. Most travel is being cut down, and I doubt if most anyone will be able to do any traveling in the future. I haven't any intentions of going anywhere after this, unless I go with you. Today is Brother Jack's birthday, in case you might have forgotten. I'm going to write him a letter and wish him well. I set my hair and got to bed early last night and feel rested today. I intend to do the same this evening. And now I'm going to try to get that letter off to Jack. I hope there's mail for me this morning, as it would help my spirits a lot. I love you so much, sweet, and it's so hard to wait indefinitely for some word from you. I miss you, sweetheart, and I especially miss the mail that brings something of you directly to me. Your Ev. Philip to Evelyn, female, dated 12 January 1945. My darling, just got back from seeing Janie, and have just about enough time to dash off a quick V-mail to you. I enjoyed Janie very much indeed, just as you did, honey. Joyce Reynolds is just about the cutest and freshest young thing to hit the screen in a long time, and if I ever saw a natural-born actress, she is just that. Her kid sister was the real hit of the picture with most of the guys, but you know me, when I like something or someone, I just can't see anything or anyone else at the same time, and I liked Janie. Right from the start, I felt that I had seen Joyce Reynolds before, but knowing that I hadn't, I was puzzled to account for the feeling. Then it suddenly occurred to me that she is almost a dead ringer for Joan Leslie. At least her smile is almost identical. That's why she looked familiar. But enough of this. Today brought me a pile of mail, and it sure is a glorious feeling. There were 5 of your letters, 1 from Dottie, plus a midget bulletin, and a Christmas card from Gloria. I am about 6 or 7 letters behind in answering your letters, sweet, but I'll certainly catch up day after tomorrow when I will write all day as I did once before in October. I'll also write to everyone else who has been good enough to drop me a line occasionally. You may expect a real longie on the 14th, baby. I finished the payroll this morning and knocked out the bond insurance schedules and a few other things in the afternoon. I went to the movie with Klein, who just returned from furlough. And what a furlough, Chippy. You'd never believe the things that happened to that guy. But it's time to say goodnight now, darling, and that I do with all my love to you and the pumpkin and all. Your adoring Phil.